faces and open doors when everyone else seems so serene. And I just feel so insecure. And where do I go when all the pieces of my heart lay on the floor? You say, come into the light, why don't you? Come into the light, why don't you? Come on now, come into the light. Where do I go with all these memories and all these bags filled up with shame? How should I feel when you call me an angel? Dress me in a crown of gold. And what should I do when tears of sorrow just won't stay inside these eyes? You say, come into the light, why don't you? Come into the light, why don't you? Come on now, come into the light. What should I do when a gentle hand reaches out to take my own? And how should I feel when tears of joy, they just won't stay inside these eyes? And what will I do when I start to love you, really trust and know you there? You say you'll be in the light where I am. You'll be in the light where I am. Come on now, come into the light. You'll be in the light where I am. You'll be in the light where I am. Come on now, come into the light.
Om Shanti and a warm welcome. Good evening from Bharat, and it's good afternoon in Lagos and London. And it's a great pleasure that today is a great opportunity for us to listen to a very relevant topic, that is unlocking the uncertainties of the lockdown. And here, everyone, the whole world is in lockdown, and we are going within and opening all the locks. And this is a wonderful time, and we are really fortunate. And so, to speak to us, we welcome Dr. Sunita Didi Chandak, who is a academically PhD, an international management expert, a consultant, a teacher, a counselor, and a great speaker. She's also a CEO of Spiritual Quotient Consulting Center in Surat. So, on behalf of everyone in this virtual gathering, I welcome Sunita Didi. I request Sister Meenal, please, can we see Sunita Didi, please? There's a huge long video of introduction which is not opening up. Can Sunita Didi please? Yes, great. We welcome you. It's a great pleasure to have you online, and thank you for making time. Please go ahead, as we are already done with 12 minutes, and so would love to listen to you. Om Shanti. I will also remove the video so that it will be convenient for the net to flow. Okay. Nilben, would you like to put Sunita Didi's video?
Yes, I am now unmuted. Can you listen to me?
Are you unmuted? Yes.
Am I audible?
Can everyone see you?
Yes.
You're audible, absolutely.
Okay, okay, thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti ji, please go ahead. I just want to ask if everyone can see you. Can everyone see Sunita Didi?
Yeah, good afternoon.
We can see you, Didi, not Sunda Didi.
You can see me.
Yeah, we cannot see Sunita Didi.
That's very important.
So just calculate and let us know, no problem. Send the SMS to me. Okay. So total calculation is this, just send all the calculation.
In the mandir, in that cartoon. Yeah. You can give them one.
Yes, we all can see you now. Please go ahead. Om Shanti. Your audio.
Yes. Now I think I am audible also. So Om Shanti. Let's do a little of Om Dhwani all together. Om.
Shanti.
So first of all, let me take this opportunity to thank the Supreme Father, Godfather, as well as the instruments who have given me this opportunity, respected Gautami sister, and all our divine brothers and sisters from Africa. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to be amidst all of you today during the time of lockdown. You know, everywhere outside, the whole world is in lockdown, and there in our minds, there are so many questions like locks which we need to unlock. We say that there's so much uncertainty outside, and yet we want to have the outcome as per our desire, isn't it? Whatever may be the uncertainty, but we feel that yes, the outcome should be as we want, because there is that uncertainty of the outcome as to what is going to happen tomorrow. But then today we are going to unlock that uncertainty in the sense that we will see to it that whatever may be outside happening, but we will see to it that the outcome is in our favor. So how can that happen? How is it possible? How is it possible that whatever the chaotic situation is outside, but we remain peaceful within? Is that possible? Well, all of you might be saying that, you know, that's something impractical because everything what we are seeing outside is so uncertain. We don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. So in that way, how can we remain peaceful? How can we remain stress-free? But when I'm saying that because I'm not remaining peaceful because of the uncertainty outside, then let me check myself during the past when there was no lockdown. In the past, few months ago, right, maybe 3 to 4 months ago, when there was no lockdown, during that time, was I at peace completely? Was I stress-free always? So that time there was no lockdown, yet I was stressful, yet I was peaceless, isn't it? So that means my state of peace, my state of being stress-free is not entirely connected with the present lockdown. It's not because it is lockdown, so I'm not able to remain at peace because it is lockdown, and therefore I'm, very, very stressful. But the reason of being not at peace and being very stressful is because of my habit that I have formed to remain in stress, to remain peaceless. Because it is my habit that I have created this, because I am becoming dependent on the conditions outside, because I'm blaming the situations outside, and I forget that I am the creator, I am responsible. Because I forget this formula that it is E plus R, which is equal to O. What is E plus R equal to O? E is the event, O is the outcome. I have been always saying this, that whatever is the outcome, that is, if I am peaceless, the reason is because of the event. Because the other person is not doing as per my expectation, and so the outcome is I'm getting angry. Because the climate is so uncertain outside, and so reason the outcome is that it is affecting my health. So every now and then, I'm linking my outcome with the event. I'm saying that my outcome, whatever I am in the situation now, is because of the external situation. So I mean to say that I am dependent upon that situation, and we have become so dependent upon that today's situation, the crisis that we all are facing, the corona which has affected us, it is actually giving us a very good lesson that whatever we are dependent upon, that is actually something which is never going to last forever. So if we want something forever, if we want peace forever, if we want happiness forever, then we have to be independent from that which we are dependent upon. So this corona has taught us a very good lesson that irrespective of whatever personality we are having from outside. It is the genuine person inside which matters. Up till now, what we were doing, we were trying to impress ourselves with our personality, with the possessions that we were possessing, the valuables that we were having. We were like, very well dressed from outside, but very well stressed inside, isn't it? So we were trying to impress every time through our charisma, through our valuables, through our personality, whatever we owned externally, that I have so and so technological gadgets, I have got so and so car, I have got so much of bank balance and whatever. But today, we have learned this lesson that we need not impress, but we need to inspire. And when can we do that? When we are not dependent on the external situation, but we are independent. Now, what is this independent? It has two words, in plus dependent. That is independent, which says that we need to be dependent on what is inside us and not on what which is outside. It's very simple. So the E plus R is equal to O, in that what we were linking was direct linking of the outcome with E, but now we understand that what is important is the R, that is the response which is coming from inside us. So when we become dependent on that which is inside us, that is response, that I understand that whatever the event may be, but it is my response towards that event which is actually creating my outcome. When I have this clear understanding, then we are no more dependent upon the event. We do not work upon the event. We do not focus upon the event, but we start focusing upon our response. We start focusing to see that what do I choose? Whatever outcome I want is in my hand. It is my choice. So if I'm peaceless today, if I'm stressful today, I have chosen to be that today. It is my choice. Let me not blame the event. Let me not blame the lockdown. Let me not blame the corona. They are playing their role. But what is my role? What is my response? My response is to be based on who I am, not on what corona is, not on what lockdown is, not on what any external event or situation is. But it is entirely based on who I am. Now, who am I? Am I the personality that I'm seeing outside? Am I the valuables that I'm possessing outside? Up till now, we have been defining ourselves like that, but Corona has taught us all that. That whatever it's, you have been possessing or whatever is there, this is not you. But who am I? And this has been a very, very deep question. It's like a puzzle for everybody to resolve. And our Janki Dadiji, she used to always remind us of this, that who are you, who am I, and who is mine. These two things she used to always lay emphasis upon. And very nicely, sweetly, with lot of depth of knowledge and wisdom, she used to explain that we are a soul here in the center of the forehead. We are not this body which we are looking up into the mirror. This body is also one of the event. Sometimes, when we say that it is because the body is not okay, I'm not feeling okay, I'm feeling low. Because there's fever, because there is any illness, then you say, oh, today I'm feeling very low. So this body is also an event on which we have become so much dependent upon. And we are actually identifying ourselves with this event. Whenever we say it's because of this that I am becoming like this, what is the reason? We are identifying ourselves with that event. Now, say, for example, if you are seated on a chair, I don't know how all of you are seated, but those who are seated on chairs, and if you sit tightly on the chair with with your back with the back of the chair, with your arms with the arms of the chair, and your legs with the legs of the chair, and say you're stuck with Fevistick, yes, and the chair is also stuck to the ground, and you're completely stuck, and you say you are the chair. You are no more whoever you are, your name is, or whatever you are now presently, but you say you are the chair. And now if you want to move the chair, even just 1 inch left or right, will that be possible? Because my back is stuck, my arms are stuck, my legs are stuck, everything, the whole body is stuck with the chair. And I actually say that I am a chair. So when I identify myself as a chair, then am I able to move the chair even 1 inch? Yes? No, isn't it? Not even 1 inch. You cannot move it. But yes, you relax yourself and you say, okay, now you are no more chairs. Fine. You are whom you are, and the chair is different. Right? Now you're not stuck with the chair and you're no more chair. And now if you want to move the chair, will you be able to move? Yes, you can get up from the chair, you can move it, you can, swirl it, whatever you want to do, you can do with it. But when we got stuck with the chair, when did the chair overpower us? Now, actually, who is the creator of the chair? We are the creators, aren't we? But what happened when I identified myself with the chair? The chair overpowered me. The chair ruled over me. I wanted to shift only 1 inch, but I could not shift because we identified ourselves with the chair. And as soon as we detached ourselves with the chair and we came into our own identity, know that I'm not a chair, I know who I am, then what happened? Then we could do whatever we wanted to do with the chair. So also, whenever there is an event, it could be an external event, it could be this physical body, the event. Whenever we identify ourselves with this body or anything related outside with this body, then we become dependent upon them, and then they start overpowering us. And then there is those questions in our mind about uncertainty as to what is going to happen. That fear, that anxiety, all the negative emotions start creeping in us because we have lost our identity. So we need to come back to ourselves. We need to know who we are. We need to understand ourselves. We need to be the best version of ourselves. And when we be that, when we give the best response, then no matter what the event may be, the effect of event won't be there upon us, but we will be able to inspire to such an extent that we will get an outcome as per our desire, as we want it to happen. We can make it happen. There are 3 types of people. One sect of people who says that let's make it happen. Let's take the initiative to do it. There are others who keep waiting. Let's see first what happens, how others are doing. And there are 3rd type of people who wake up in the morning and read newspaper. Oh, this is what has happened. So let's take ourselves. In which category you would like to be? To make it happen? Be the change in the world which you want to see in the world. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And for that, what we need to do is only one small thing is to focus on the R. And that is our response here, that we are not this body, but when we dissect from here and here, then near the hypothalamus, near the pituitary gland, inside the brain here, in the center of our forehead, there is this white sentient being, a white star, which is me, a sentient being, a point of light, the soul, which is, say it in the spiritual language, as the soul. So this is me, which is full of peace. My original identity is peace. Therefore, when there is so much of chaotic situation outside, we do not like it. We want to be at peace because my original nature is peace. My original nature is very pure, very peaceful, very loveful. Anybody, if they don't talk lovefully with you, how would you feel? You would like it, isn't it? Why? Because our original nature is love. Our original nature is to be powerful. We don't like to be subservient to anybody, isn't it? We would like to rule. So our original nature is to be powerful. Our original nature is to be blissful. Our original nature is to be knowledgeful. We learn, we keep on learning to know, to do. And here in Brahma Kumaris, God teaches us that you learn to be. Not only to know and to do, but to be, to implement in your life, to experience that in your life. So this is me inside. And this is something very certain. If my energy is focused on it, then it is very certain. So I always say that we have two circles in our life. One circle is a circle of uncertainty, which is outside. Obviously, there is that uncertainty, no doubt. Today, we are facing the uncertainty, the job uncertainty is there, economy uncertainty is there, health uncertainty is there. Everything outside, that uncertainty is there, and it has always been there. It's not that today only that uncertainty is there, but uncertainty has always been there, because anything that is constant outside is uncertainty. But if we want peace, if we want to be at peace, if we want to be happy, then that is something which is certain, not outside, but it is certain inside. So we need to look in to be peaceful. When we are looking out today, then we are getting attracted by the external uncertainty, so we lose the peace. But when we look in, irrespective of what is outside, then we gain that peace, we enhance that peace. So it's all upon where we focus our energy upon. The external circle, which is a circle of uncertainty, which is not in our control, if we focus upon that every time, through the social media, through the information that we are taking again and again, we are always just concentrating on the news update of how the corona cases are rising day by day, how the red spots are increasing day by day, the hot spots are increasing day by day. If we are focusing upon that, they will go on increasing. They will go on increasing because our thoughts, energy is focused upon that. So if we really want that they decrease day by day, then we need to unlock that which is inside us, the treasure which is inside us, which we have kept it in a locker inside us. We've kept it locked inside us. We need to unlock that. Because what is happening is, whatever is there in the world outside is actually our creation. Right? Whatever, it is a reflection of whatever is there inside us. So, while engaging into that, whatever we have created outside world, we started enjoying the fruit and all those things. And during all these times, we forgot that we are the creator, we are responsible of what is happening outside. So, we kept all those treasures locked inside us. Now it's the time to unlock those treasures, to use them. The more we use these treasures which is inside us, the more they will grow. So this is the circle of inner consciousness that we need to focus upon. The more we focus upon it, the more it will grow. And more this inner circle will grow, the impact of the outer circle will automatically reduce. Automatically. We don't have to make effort to reduce the outer circle. We don't have to make the effort to reduce that uncertainty. We have to make an effort to increase what is certain, what we really want to make it certain. That is our inner treasures, the peace within us. Let's focus upon that and make that certain. Make that circle so big that the effect of that uncertainty, the circle of uncertainty, is not there at all. It's like that, for example, that if you are asked that in the early, you should wake up early in the morning, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. So get up early, sleep early. And then if you do exercise early in the morning after you wake up, do meditation, do exercise, then it is very good for your health. You can keep your sugar in control. You can keep your BP in control, isn't it? And you'll have that feeling of happiness and positive energy in you. So one day, now during this lockdown time, we have that much time to do, because earlier when we used to tell you that please join us in meditation and do all this, get up early, we used to have a very good excuse that, we are so busy. We are so occupied, we do not have time for ourselves. How can we have time for meditation and all that? So, we used to give that excuse. But now, when we have time, and now when we put an alarm and we say, okay, let me wake up now that I have the time, and we put an alarm, and you wake up in the morning when the alarm rings, and then suddenly you have this thought of uncertainty. You start reading those news of the coronavirus and all that, and again that negative things come in your mind, and then you say, you snooze the alarm and you go to sleep, that it's useless doing anything, and then you go to sleep. So what happens when you do that? You are focusing your energy where? On the external situation, on the information that you're gaining outside, right? Whatever is there. And so the determination that you had, that, okay, you will wake up early and do meditation, that is gone on one side, and you snooze the alarm. But then there's another person, and what he does is, he has determined to wake up in the morning early. He puts an alarm, right? And he sees that other people also, when they wake up, they're talking about all this, that what is going to happen today, that information and all that. He doesn't pay attention to that. But what he does is, he pays attention to his determination that whatever may be, I want to do my exercise. Even if I can't go out because of lockdown, I'll do something. Here, because I want to do it, then what will he do? Because even if you are determined that you want to do it, no matter what, even if you're not allowed to go down for a walk, but you want to do the walking, then how will you do sitting at home? Is it possible? You can't go out for a walk and you want to do walking, then what will you do? So that person, what did was, he started playing music, and with that music, he started walking where he is there inside the home, right, and enjoying it. So see, irrespective of whatever the situation is outside, when my energy is focused inside on my value of determination, what is inside? My values, my vision of what I want to be, my purpose of life, what is my higher purpose of life. So if that is there in front of me, it's very clear, and I'm focused upon that, then irrespective of whatever the situation is, I do what I want to do. That is focusing on the response and getting the outcome as what I want to have it. So, circle of consciousness, my values, my vision, my purpose, if I'm focused upon it, then that will grow, and it will grow to such an extent that I get an outcome as per my desire. So, whatever may be the uncertainty outside, but the faith in myself, the confidence that I have in myself, and another thing is the confidence in my Father, the Supreme Father, the God, that He is there with me. His canopy is there with me. I am under His canopy. He is the Almighty who is there with us. That confidence gives us that power to face that uncertainty with peace and calmness. I would like to share a very practical example, a story which happened with me when I was traveling few months ago from Ahmedabad to Bhopal in a flight. And as you all know, that when a flight takes off, there's a little turbulence, but this time, when I was in the flight, it was a lot of turbulence there that time. And so everybody were a little, in fear, and they were shaky. And there were one young lady sitting next to me, and she was very smiling and very confident, and like she was rhyming a song and everything. And the another lady, she was a little aged one, and so she was a little fearful, and she was like nervous as to what is going to happen. And somehow, then we took off, and then when we were in the clouds after an hour, again the same turbulence, and then even before landing, again the same turbulence. And during all these times, that young lady was perfectly nice, very relaxed, smiling, and this old lady was very, very nervous. And then at the end, while we were just when the plane landed and we were all ready to get out of the plane, that old lady told the young lady that, why you were laughing and smiling, that at, because she felt, that young lady was laughing at her. So she was very annoyed with her, and she said, if you come to my age, when you become of my age, you'll realize the nervousness that I'm facing now. So that young lady, she very politely, she told auntie, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not being happy at the situation that you are facing. But I was happy because, this pilot of this flight is my father. And I was very confident that my father is really very, very apt and very, very, skillful in his whatever he's doing. And we will certainly land very safely. So I was very confident upon him. And so I was very much relaxed. So when I listened to this conversation, I was thinking in my mind, I was churning that when a person can be so confident on a human being, and of course that human being is none other but own father, and therefore there's so much of confidence. So what about our confidence in God? If we have that inner confidence in God, isn't it even greater, that confidence? Because human being is there today and not there tomorrow, but God is always there with us. He's always there. But sometimes, people, they start, when they are blaming the situations and other people, they also start blaming God. So when it's like pointing finger to others, they start pointing the thumb upwards, And when, what do they say? This finger pointing to others is like, okay, you are responsible. And the thumb pointing upwards is like, God is responsible. And they say, oh God, why are you doing that with me? So we start even blaming God in this type of situations and crises, and we say, is God punishing us? Well, it is not God who is punishing us. God is ocean of love. He's the ocean of forgiveness. He doesn't punish us. He forgives us. He loves us a lot. He gives us the power, the energy. He gives us that wisdom. He gives us the virtues. He gives us all that we want to strengthen our inner consciousness, to enhance our inner circle of consciousness, so that the effect of the circle of the uncertainty, which is not in our control, that effect reduces to nil. So he gives us that power. So let us not blame God. As we should not be blaming the situation, we should also not be blaming God. But when we look up, let us be grateful to God. Let us thank Him for whatever we are having today. Because if you look at the world today, when everyone is under lockdown, there are so many who are not having even the basic necessities, isn't it? So let us count our blessings. There is I have heard about this scientist, Isaac Newton, who brought about the scientific revolution. In 1600 in London, when there was plague epidemic, during that time, he was also the victim and was quarantined for 1 year. Now he had the choice to choose that, to consider that 1 year to be a burden for him, but he didn't do that. He chose it to be a blessing for him. And it is during that period that when he sat under the tree, that apple fell on his head, and those inventions, the scientific revolution that he did. So it is the opposition that gives us the opportunity to be our best. It's when there is opposition, at that time, it's like a test of what we are inside, to execute of what we are inside, to be the best of what we are inside. So let's be the best by living in the present, by having confidence in ourselves, instead of being fearful and being anxious about the future, instead of thinking what was not good in the past. Think of those situations in the past when there was uncertainty even in the past, but you came out very well with good courage. You were victorious. Think of those moments. What made you victorious? It was your inner strength, your inner confidence in yourself. Do you remember yourself when you were very small as an infant, and when we were crawling on our knees? Yeah. And during that time, our parents, made us to stand up on our feet. Do you remember those days? Just imagine a child crawling on knees, and he suddenly asks that now you need to stand up on your feet. It's such an uncertain situation, isn't it? And at that time, when we are trying to stand on the feet, it's something like, we are so fearful, or we are so less confident as to what is going to happen. And then, because of that fear, we some tumble off, we fall off. But then our parents boost us. No, you can do it. You can do it. And we are with you. You will be able to do it. And so then we stood on our feet. And not only that, after some time, we were asked to even walk. Now we were so comfortable even standing on the feet. Earlier we were comfortable crawling. Later we became comfortable standing on our feet. And then we were asked to now we need to walk. So walking is again an uncertain situation, isn't it? Because from a stable position, we have to take a step ahead to an uncertain situation. And then again to stabilize and again to take another step. So again, isn't that also something very uncertain? But we mastered that art. And today we are very confidently walking while eating, while doing other things, aren't we? Because it has become a natural tendency, a natural sanskar that we say. It's become our personality trait. It's become our habit now. So, it's like the first time, of course, we feel that because we are not having that knowledge. But as soon as we gain that knowledge, we are into that light of the knowledge, then that fear, the darkness of fear is no more. So it's just a matter of switching on the light, isn't it? So that there's no more darkness of uncertainty. And what is that switching on light? That switching on light is our inner confidence, is a focus on our inner circle of consciousness, that who I am here and who is with me, the Godfather, having faith in him, our parent, who is always boosting us and who is always telling us that be the best, you are the best, because you are the child of God. A gardener, if he looks at his garden, and he would, a very good, skillful gardener will see to it that no matter what type of flowers are there, no matter what type of other plants are there, but everything should be all nice, all should be growing well, they should not be defected, and everything should be fine. He sees to it, isn't it? And he wants all like that. So imagine that God is the gardener, and we are all the different types of varieties of flowers of his garden. So if God is our gardener, then we all are so special, aren't we? It's like the children of the king, the prince and the princess. How would they really, have the feeling? And if you see them, they are in such a high feeling or high energy level that we are the children of kings and queens. But if you see them begging on the streets, it doesn't suit them, isn't it? So also, if we are in that consciousness of who we are, the children of the Godfather, then He is the ocean of peace. So we are His children. We are very peaceful beings. God is the ocean of love. We are His children. We are very loveful beings. So let's remain in that consciousness. Let's focus our energy, which is within us, and not which is outside. Because whatever is outside is perishable, but whatever is inside here, the soul, that is imperishable, and that is going to go, even after this birth is going to be there with us. So even if we leave the body today, the soul is going to take those habits that we are creating with us, and will have the world will be into a world, will enter into a world according to, based on the sanskars, the habits that I create now. So whatever is the world outside is a reflection of what I am inside. So let's focus on inside to create the outcome as I want to have it. And let's do a little of meditation practice now itself, and create those positive affirmations inside us. Because the more we create these positive affirmations inside us, the higher the energy vibrations we radiate into the universe. And more we radiate the higher level of energy vibrations outside, the effect of the low level energy vibrations, they automatically reduce and they pass by, they go away. They no more affect us. Because whatever is outside, the uncertainty, the corona, or whatever is prevailing today, it's all low level energy. They do not have any power in them. They are not at all powerful. We are powerful. Our thoughts, our high energy thoughts that we have within us, they are powerful.
Should you make a lunch?
Yes, so we will sit in meditation now. It's almost time up. So we'll sit in meditation now, and let's sit straight.
Huh? Yes, yes.
We'll sit
That's
in
the
meditation.
rice, right? That's the remaining rice from there.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, shall we sit in meditation? Yes, shall we sit in meditation? So let's sit. Yes, we can focus on the screen that we have here. Let's relax our body, relax our face, with a very nice smile. Let's.
Sister Gautami, please ask people to mute their mics. It's creating disturbance.
The host can unmute everyone.
Yeah, Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti. The host can unmute.
Now she has muted everyone, including you.
That, yeah, thank you. Yes. So now let's sit back straight and relax our body. And with a sweet smile on our face, tell ourselves that as we are not the chair, we are not this body. We are a small, sparkling white star in the center of the forehead, which is full of peace. Feel the peace within. I am peaceful. I radiate the rays of peace outside through my eyes. I look in and I be the star of peace. I'm an angel of peace. I fly away from this body, which is like a cage, and go beyond the world towards the golden red sky. And see all the souls there shining like diamonds in the sky. We all are the children of one Supreme Father. And you visualize there our Supreme Father, who is the ocean of peace, ocean of love. And we are very safe under his canopy. Filling ourselves with his peace and his love. Being grateful to him, thanking him for whatever he has given us. And promising him that we will share his peace and love with everyone in this world. We come back down into this body, and when we look out, we become useful by radiating God's peace and love to everyone. We are confident that God Father is with us. We are his children. We are victorious. We are safe. We are healthy. And we contribute to the world outside our positive energy to empower the world to be safe and healthy and victorious. Thank you. Om Shanti. Any questions, anybody? If anybody wants to ask any question, you may either write down on the chat and maybe.
Om Shanti, Sunita Ben. And thank you for that lovely, peaceful, wonderful, and empowering meditation. We all have enjoyed. And yes, I'm receiving few questions, but I would like to take a couple of minutes of a small short break because you have gone a long talk. Uh, so there is a 2 minutes introduction video which we have to actually play before the talk, and because of some net issues, we could not make it. So I want this lovely video to be seen by all our members in this virtual gathering. And then, yes, we will come up with the questions. There are just a couple of questions, not much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. majesty and living example of values of simplicity, truthfulness, love, and humility, embedded with divine knowledge of Lord Shiva through Brahma Baba. She is none other than the international management consultant Raj Yogini Dr. Brahma Kumari Sunita Didi, currently based at international headquarters of Brahma Kumaris at Shantivan, Abu Road, Rajasthan, and is one of the senior Raj Yoga teachers, life member of the Brahma Kumaris Media Wing, and winner of Best Concept Academy Award as director of highly popular documentary film Naritwa Darshan, with its mind-boggling tagline, नारी को नहीं नारित्व को देखिए एक वैचारिक क्रांति. She is also an icon of inspiration and emulation for the masses through social media, including YouTube. Born in Mumbai in 1969, with an inborn quality of selfless service, today, with blessings of her family and seniors of Brahma Kumaris, she has gained immense eminence as a spiritual mentor in the hearts of many throughout the world. She has not only written the best inspirational book for youngsters, Key to Unlock Exam Stress, but is also a national and international speaker at NGOs, corporates, and institutions on the standard of life taught by Brahma Kumaris, and is the winner of countless national and international recognitions and awards, including the Lifetime Achiever Yog Ratna Award, Amazing Speaker Award, Spiritual Entrepreneur Exception. With an MSc and MBA from USA, and finally a PhD with thesis on spirituality for self-empowering leaders, a comparative study of leaders in India and in USA, she has a powerful, clear personal vision to bring science, psychology, management, and spirituality together in the service of developing world sovereigns through self-sovereignty. Her high, energetic, positive vibes brings out the feeling, Shubh hi Shubh hai, Shubh hi Sundar hai, Shubh hi Shiv hai. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a fabulous spiritual motivational speaker par excellence, Raj Yogini, Dr. Brahma Kumari Sunita Devi.
So a round of applause for our wonderful spiritual teacher and guide, Sister Doctor. Yes, a round of applause to her. I got a question from those who are viewing through YouTube. Can you please explain when something disturbing outside, how can I focus inside? So maybe he needs quick tips. Well, it's already you have explained. You can just throw some light on it.
When everything is, can I get that please again once more?
The question is, can you
Yes.
please explain when something disturbing outside, how can I focus inside?
Okay, when anything is disturbing outside, can I focus inside?
Yes, please.
Yes, yes. So again, just remind yourself that who you are, right? That I am a peaceful being. I'm not something which is outside. I am a peaceful being. This a reminder to myself itself, we will get focused on what I am inside automatically. It's up till now, we did not know who we are inside because we identified ourselves with what is outside. And therefore, we were not able to focus inside. Because now that we know that I am a peaceful being inside, I am a child of God, Father, the Supreme Father inside, that thought itself, when I created that moment, automatically, repeatedly creation of that thought that affirmation inside will create that positive energy, and we will be focused on that energy, on positive energy. So it's just to create that thought and to be it, to believe it. So let's start doing that. So please start doing that from now onwards. Don't tell yourself that you are disturbed, but tell that you are at peace. Focus on what you want and not what you do not want.
Mm. Thank you so much, Angel. And the second question is, how do we recognize that I'm getting disturbed? Because of it says that after getting disturbed and we take a whole lot of sorrow, then we recognize that it is uncertain situation has taken over me. So beforehand, how should I prepare?
Well, it's a practice that makes a man perfect. So in fact, even if I have the realization that that I have lost my identity and I now need to come back to focus on my identity, even that realization, if I'm having it, something good, pat on yourself that I'm realizing this. Because there are some people who don't even realize that, and they feel that no, that is only normal. So at least I've realized that being disturbed is not normal, being sorrowful is not normal, right? So thank yourself, pat yourself that I have realized it, and then let go. It's fine. Now, whatever happened, that was past. But in the present, let me focus what I want to be. And then you start focusing again on the present moment. And every time you do that, you focus on the present, then what will happen? It will become a habit. And then you will associate yourself with those moments when you focused on the present and you were feeling happy, rather than associating yourself with those moments when you were feeling sorrowful. Because now your memories of becoming more peaceful, those memories will start growing of the repeated action of being focused on the present. So that moment when you realize that this has happened and you're sorrowful, you forgive yourself and you say, it's fine. Tell God whatever has happened. God also forgives you. And then be what you want to be immediately. Do not let the guilt override you. Whatever has happened was in the past. But now, what I am in the present, let me be that.
Hmm.
Yes, sister, whoever has raised the question, is that okay?
Sister, absolutely fine. I've just got some questions, which I'm just reading it out. So that was a very nice, simple, humble, clear answer. For now, we have only so many questions, and there's no much questions because your talk itself is so self-explanatory and clear that I don't think people will have much questions. And the
So,
practice is remaining.
yeah, so everybody are very happy, free from all types of questions, the locks, all the locks are unlocked.
Are unlocked.
Yes. So very happy. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. And you may stay tuned with the videos that I'm been uploading on the YouTube. The YouTube website is BKDRSUNITADIDI, BK Dr. Sunita Didi. If you go on the YouTube and you write this, you will come across it. You may choose to subscribe, listen to the videos, like them, comment upon them. And if you have any question, you can also email
There is
to
one
me.
question just popped up now.
Okay.
Uh, Sister Chanika from Delhi, she's asking that what if the past re-encounters?
Sorry, please be louder a little.
What if the past re-encounters?
What if,
The question is, what if the past re-encounters?
what if the past re-encounters?
Hmm.
Yes. What if, right? So do
Yes,
not,
what if the past re-encounters?
yeah. So if it re-encounters, no. So when I say if, then it means I want to allow it to re-encounter, right? So do not have this question to yourself itself that what if this happens? No, let me focus on now, completely now, what I want to happen, what I want to make it happen. Because when I say if I'm creating, I'm opening the doors for myself to that thing which is I do not want to happen. So no, let's not have this question itself. Let's keep a full stop to this question and just focus upon what I want to happen. Do not have that doubt. If then I am creating that which I do not want to happen. So the moment that question comes into your mind, if this will happen, what will happen? Just tell yourself that in present, everything is fine. And the seed that I'm sowing in the present, I will be reaping only that fruit in the future. So in the future, I want to eat the fruit of happiness. Let me be happy now. Let me sow the seed of happiness now. Let me be focused now, on now. Be myself now. Whatever question you will have, just, yourself, you create this answer in you that I want to be myself now, and practice that. Automatically, that will enhance and all your questions will be answered.
Thank you for returning this wonderful key to us, and which will hold on. It is an eternal key that you have given us to unlock forever in the future. Thank you so much from heart on behalf of everyone, those who are listening to us from different parts of the world, and lots of good wishes for you in your future spiritual journey too. Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti. Thank you once again. And thanks God for all. Thanks to each and every one of you for your valuable time. Om Shanti, and wish you all the best.